Orman in the Morning. Common Sense Radio.
I took 2 weeks vacation for the honeymoon.
Hey, good morning this morning. Tim Jones in for Jamie Allman here at FM News Talk 97.1. Hey, I'm sorry I haven't been able to get to all of you who have been calling in. The phone lines have been jammed all morning. We've just had so many guests and so much material. And Jamie said we had to play those things too.
Yes,
so,
Jamie really wanted to play those.
Yeah, so it's Jamie's show, not mine. So I do what I'm told, so I get invited back, Katie.
And we love you. We're so happy
thank
you're
you
here.
so much. So, Katie, I think it's pretty funny that you're playing drunk on a plane, and I'm going to talk to a nun next.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lord.
She's going to whack your knuckles.
I know.
Hey, it's been great here this morning. The show has been flying by, but we've got lots more ahead. We're going to talk here in a second to Sister Katheleen Koennen with the English Tutoring Project. I'm in studio this morning with Frank Ladd sitting in for Good Denise, and we've got Katie Bailey and, of course, Trish on the phones. I could not take a call from a fellow who called in saying he was a union driver and he was in favor of right to work. Had somebody else who was opposed to it. Had some home... Annie Fry, great segment by Annie Fry.
Wonderful.
Tune in tomorrow. Annie was excellent. I wish we had more time with her, but you can listen to more Annie tomorrow, Saturdays from 5 to 7, the Annie Fry Show. And Annie got everybody fired up who was calling in about, we had a bunch of homeschool parents call in and say, yeah, this system is not fair. We spend all this money in tax dollars. We homeschool our kids or we send them to a private school. We get no credit for that. Nothing. It's just butkus. So talk about education choice and people doing great things for education. Joining me now is Sister Katheleen Koennen from the English Tutoring Project. Their website is EnglishTutoringProject.com. And I'm going to now be on my very best behavior because, Sister, I don't know if I told you this ever, but I was educated in my early years by the School Sisters of Notre Dame out at Sacred Heart in Eureka.
Wonderful. Then you have a great background, I'm sure.
Well, Sister, I'll tell you, my favorite two teachers, Sister Lisette was my first grade teacher. I had Sister Phyllis and also our principal, Sister Charlotte. And, Sister, they got me involved early with lecturing at church when I was very, very young. And so I give them a lot of credit for me being at this microphone today because they taught me how to speak.
Well, I will thank them for you. They have done a great job.
Thank you. Well, Sister, let's. I wanted to have you on because there's been a lot of discussion about immigration this week, and we're going to continue to have that debate. But you're dealing with the real life reality of the fact that St. Louis has a great deal of immigrants, therefore a lot of immigrant children. And you help run a program that's been around for, I think, several decades now to teach these children English. So tell me, how did the English Tutoring Project come about?
The English Tutoring Project was initiated in 1998 by the St. Louis area women religious. They decided it was an unmet need in the schools, and most religious women came to serve the needs of the immigrants in the 1800s. That's how many of us, the organizations, arrived in St. Louis area. So today, the project they initiated provides English tutoring within the Catholic schools in the Archdiocese of St. Louis. And we're in 7 schools in the larger St. Louis area. And we come to the school at the invitation of the school principal and meet the needs of the children of immigrant and refugee families. So we have approximately 140 children that we place certified teachers in the school to tutor those children. It's a great program. Our goal is for every child to reach English fluency as quickly as possible so that they can totally be engaged in the Catholic school curriculum.
Well, Sister, it's an excellent program, and our good mutual friend, Michelle Wright, who does a lot of work in not only St. Louis, but all over Missouri and the Midwest in both politics and public policy. This is a charitable effort that she brought to my attention, so I was very honored to be able to join the advancement committee of the English Tutoring Project and sit on the board. And I've been amazed at I always knew St. Louis, even though we're right here smack dab in the middle of the country, I always knew we had some form of an immigrant community, but I'm amazed at the waves of immigrants that continue to come to the heartland. And you deal with people from so many different countries.
16.
Wow, amazing. So tell me where some of these young kids are from, the wide variety.
Many of our children come from about 18% are Asian. Generally, they come from the area of Vietnam, Southeast Asia. We have children from China, Cameroon, from countries on the continent of Africa, Liberia, Congo, Ethiopia, Kenya. We have children from Bosnia, Romania, Albania. And then we have children from Mexico, Puerto Rico, Nicaragua, and El Salvador and Honduras.
Unbelievable. And
so
I think
we have a great mix in the classes.
Yeah, and Sister, you told me that the program is now going to extend beyond the city of St. Louis into the county of St. Charles with a family, with a Russian family.
Correct. We're not. That's a very beginning element, but we are assisting them in assessing that child's need, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Incredible.
But yes, our immigrant children who come from immigrant families are all over this general area. Yes.
Well, Sister, it's incredible missionary work. I do have to wrap up. We got about a minute left, but sure. I want to point out to people, you're raising these funds privately through the no taxpayer funds. This is all, you have to raise this money through people's generosity, and I think you have we're planning a big event, I know, in 2017 with the Archbishop that we're still working on. So where can folks go again if they want to find out more about the program and help this vital need?
The best place to go is our website, EnglishTutoringProject.com. It's easy. You see beautiful pictures and get all the information there. You can donate right there.
Excellent.
Very important to have private donations.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Hey, Sister, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. See you later.
Absolutely. Bye. EnglishTutoringProject.com. Sister Katheleen Koennen. Really enjoyed that conversation. Keep it right here. We've got Jim Carafano up next.